Oh, by the way. Oh, damn it. I forgot I didn't put it on timer. Hola. Hola, hola. Okay, hola, amigo. What's up? By the way, I'm still holding a trade. Still holding a trade until this sell side and this 15 minutes bullish breakaway gap, especially until this sell side. Let me go back to 1 minute and let me show you what I'm doing right now. Okay, first thing first, the Friday projection. I saw. Okay, let me know the sound. Is it good? Is it good? Let me check. Okay. Let me put it to the live chat and make it little bigger. Okay. So, I framed the buy long from this area, somewhat around this area, until this projected terminus, and I think I took a partial at this last fair value gap. There is a 5 minutes last fair value at this level as well. So let me zoom it in a little more so that you guys can see. This one. Okay, so there is a 5 minutes last fair value right at that level, but when market broke through that one, this is where it respected with the body as well, and then went for the projected terminus, and this is the 20 pip range. Unfortunately, it's not showing my 15 pip range line or level. That one I actually draw as like draw from that one. I draw from the projected terminus. This is 10 and this is from the buy side 17. Okay, so the 15 pip range was somewhat around this area, especially above the buy side, from where market did all this. However, this projection, let me check on Discord, like who shared a projection. I forgot exactly who shared it. I'm sorry. Don't get angry on me. It's hard to remember. Okay, Shub 18. I think Shubhendru. Sorry, Shubhranshu, you actually shared it on Discord. I think the Friday projection, you missed it by a little, which is this consolidation range. This is if you ask my market maker model, you know what this stands for. However, the original consolidation range was from here to here, like until a body is breaking above or below that consolidation range. So this was one projection. The other one was from like within this consolidation range, whatever the low and the high is. It was this low and this high and the body to this body. And this is where the first close proximate alignment was happening, this. So I used the midpoint of it, like negative 1.5 and negative 4 standard. I used the midpoint as my projected terminus, since it's a close proximate alignment. This is where market, like the first close proximate alignment is here. If you look here, we have better projected terminus or better alignment over there. That's why I was looking forward to this level if market can reach or not. But this was my first close proximate where I have the negative 1.5 and negative 4 standard. So that's what I was looking for. Now let me check how it did on this projection. I don't think it has so that's the negative 2 standard tick by tick trade over there. But again, like where the equal bodies and equal lows are, that is where you are targeting. And this move I have shared in my Like this is literally the preferred move or preferred way that we expect market to manipulate lower or give us the sell side of the curve, then go for the buy side of the curve, which is like this part. How it looks on drawing is it will accumulate like this way. It will this is like sideways price action, right? So people who are waiting for the breakout, they will give them a fake breakout like this, and then it will deliver for the sell side first before the market maker buy model is completed. So it's that part. Like this specific high is standing for this on, like one manipulation higher first, then the sell side. Why it's important is because if they don't do it this way and breaks lower first, then people who are trading that breakout structure, they will get their entry and the profit. So it needs to manipulate one way before giving the real delivery or the real manipulation. It's that part. So this is the preferred one. Like this is the best one that we love to see, that it has consolidated. The body has broke this consolidation range as a manipulation leg, then it displaced lower, then again, like after the sell side of the curve is fulfilled or a higher time frame point of interest is reached, market will then again deliver for the buy side of the curve above that high. And on that day, remember I had a projected terminal, like I had a projection, and literally it went exact 5 ticks before that retracement. It was that part. Today, from that projection, again this was another level where I was focusing. Anyway, like this is not important. The most important part is what market did today. The whole thing you can still look as a market maker buy model. Now I was bearish today, or I was looking forward to that bearish delivery because of one reason. How the daily looks. Let me show it from the daily. Previous day's liquidity taken failed to close above. Immediately I'm looking forward to this low of that daily candle. Okay, like this daily candle. Now why this low is important? Because it has given us a liquidity grab, a market structure shift, 1 fair value, 2 fair value, 3 fair value together. If you look at my sell side, like the way I marked my sell, let me actually remove the projected terminus so that it doesn't conflict or make it harder to understand. See the two sell sides, it's not my sell side. Okay, it's not, I marked it as a sell side. I marked it because if it takes this on and starts to reverse again, then this will be the bullish fair value gap. I just marked the bullish fair value gaps as my sell side. So it will, I'm expecting it to come here from the daily, but not today. Okay, today it is the bank holiday, so I'm not expecting it to happen today, like it will reach here. Now here I have some interesting fact happening. For example, market has traded through that last fair value gap and closed above. So it now, last means that was the fair value, only fair value that it was respecting during that moment. Now it turned into my inverted fair value. How I can use this fair value of the entire daily leg, whatever the leg is, how I can utilize, I will exactly show you that on the 15 minutes chart of today's price action. But it's the same, like price is fractal, it will deliver the same way. Just you need to look it on the similar time frame. That's what I'm looking forward to. Again, this is the liquidity grab and market structure shift from, we know, like this is where we had the daily weekly bullish fair value gap. If you remember, it will be hard, like this bullish fair value was holding the price, and this is the one that sent price higher. And from daily it looks like something like this, like liquidity grab and a market structure shift with multiple fair value gaps. I had the change in state of delivery here. Look, no change in state happened here. Instead, like the bearish one you can see, but I'm talking about the bullish one. If you are talking about this change in state, when market went above this high and took this liquidity, it has delivered. For example, a few minutes ago I have shared a 5 minutes change in state or talked about a 5 minutes change in state inside of this fair value gap. Remember, See that change in state exact tap? Now you might be thinking, market broke through that, it didn't respect it, and it has literally like went that far. So how that change in state worked out for you? I'm just showing it from the 5-minute chart. See that change in state level? That is where you know like how to utilize change in state by now if you have practiced it. But think this way, that part of the order block or that part of the change in state, this is where you are looking for to take your entry from the opening price or the body level of that candle, and you can put it at the low of the change in state candle. What did I always say about your target? Exactly what it delivered and then fall. Now let me show it from the 1-minute chart how it looks. That's that exact change in state. That's exact 1 to 2. It has delivered it perfectly over there, like literally perfect 1 to 2, and then market eventually came lower, broke below that. Now this was the 15 minutes last bullish fair value. 1 minute has broke over here, midpoint rejection. I'm still not counting it as the midpoint rejection. The reason is on the 15 minutes chart, market still didn't broke below that. By the way, I should have kept a bit more as my runner instead of what I kept with on my entry. It's a very small one, only 3 MNQ I kept as a runner, and I'm already seeing like $700 profit so far. But anyway, let me show this one. Big fair value gap. Okay, like I'm not saying you enter from this fair value, but I told you guys to observe bigger fair value gaps. What is that level? At least 25%. You are, when you have a big fair value gap, this is not an entry, but why I'm showing it is because this rejection or this reaction from exact 25%. Now this is my midpoint rejection. Why? I was saying over and over again that from 15 minutes wait for market to close below. See that close below? From 15 minutes. What's this time? This is your exact 9:30 opening. This candle. This is where the 9:30, like this one is where 9:30 started. Like literally this candle started at 9:15 and finished at 9:30. This was that 9:30 closing, and that closed below this fair value. When it closed below, this is where it inverted. After this closure, this is where market reached for that midpoint rejection. Let me go for 1 minute and I will explain. See that midpoint rejection? After that closure, like this candle's closing, this is 9:29 candle. Okay, so by the time this candle closed, this is 9:30. And this is the candle that opened at 9:30, this candle. So 9:30 opening, market traded lower or higher. I don't give a damn about this specific move, because I don't know if it will respect it or disrespect it. But after trading here, it came back, went back up again, exact midpoint, okay, then fall. After the fall, where did it closed? Below the fair value again. This is where market, this is where my entry can be. Like after the confirmation, this is where my entry can be, on this candle, on this specific candle. But since you can see like it's a huge up close candle, how you can take this entry? It's hard, right? It's like huge up close candle, one single candle, 23 handle worth of body, and about the high it might be 30 or more than 30 handle. So how you can utilize the information of the entry, how you can take this entry from here? See that low? Market has created relative equal low, no weak candle, and the level it was going higher from, it's in a no man's land. There is no PDRA, nothing over here that suggests that market should go higher. So since there is nothing over here, what you are expecting? Market to again come back. Now as I didn't talk about anything regarding this entry on my Discord. Like I didn't say anything. What did I said? Wait until the 9:30 fair value is formed. There is no fair value, so no entry. Fair value formed. I marked the highest up close body close candle as my order block, which is a huge one, but anyway, you can see the candle over there. After 9:30, this was the first up close candle that has also the highest body of this entire price action. So inside of that fair value, 9:30 fair value, again, it's a big fair value, it's not a small. Like just even with the regular size, okay, look at that fair value size. This is the regular candle size. What is Tajul, I don't know, bro. Maybe I don't have the premium internet connection like you have. That might be the reason, bro. If it's buffering, I have to, I don't know, like how I can help it. Bitrate is 10,000. If I make it any lower than that, then the audio quality, or sorry, the video quality will suck. Anyway, let me actually do one thing. I will, since it's buffering, let me just connect to my mobile hotspot. Let's see. It buffers because Australian internet sucks. That's why. Bangladeshi internet is way better than Australia. That's what I can tell you guys. And for sure that's way better. Because you didn't you see how like T2's stream never buffers or barely buffers? Just a sec. I'm just trying to make it better with my mobile hotspot. I hope hotspot will have better price internet connection. Let's see. Australia has the one of the worst internet connection in the world. Like literally, the whole world mocks Australia. They makes fun of Australia. This is how it looks. My stop loss is in $255 profit. Copying it in 2 different accounts, and now I'm seeing nearly still like $700. It has retraced a little, but yeah, like nearly $700. And I have already secured just from this entry I have already secured more than $500 because it is what it is. Anyway, I don't know like if the quality is better now or not. I have switched it. So what I was saying, 9:30, okay, isn't it a bigger fair value gap? So literally nearly 11 handle worth of fair value gap. Let's see how far market has traded. What is it? Have you seen the bigger fair value gap? Exactly what level market has traded? I just showed you this one right here, and look at that 9:30 big fair value. Okay, like whenever there is a big, I don't want to see it's breaking the midpoint, no problem with that, but also I want to see at least 25% is getting revisited. It's that point also. By the way, have it cleared everything and traded the 1 minute last fair value yet? Too far. Let's see. Like it still needs to trade those But the problem is 1 minute doesn't have a good price action over there, like no fair value gap, nothing. Now maybe 15 minute can be a thing, but 1 minute literally doesn't have anything. It created exact equal lows over there. No, it has actually taken that low. So anyway, let's see. Whatever it is, it's in profit, so and secured a huge amount, so I don't really need to worry much about it. But whatever I was saying over here, big fair value gap, exact 25% trade, and then that move. Now I took a partial at the high, I took another partial at the mid of this new week opening gap, although I'm expecting market to break through that one and take these liquidities even this low, because this is where I have the daily bullish fair value gap. So it's that part. Okay, like if it can take this low, I'm already taking another partial below that low if market can come back before stopping me out. So it's that part. Now about, like, let me read the chat and let's see. Oh shit, it's like the internet is even bad with this one. If is it buffering too much? Yeah, that's the thing, Tazul. T2 faces load shedding, I face buffering. So yeah, I mean, every positive has some negative and every negative has some positive. It's that part. So let's see what exactly market has to offer or do around this area. Amazing. The 15 minute is looking like a immediate rebalance if it can break through this fair value. 5 minute has a change in state, but I'm not looking for a bullish change in state from a random area. I'm looking for bearish deliveries. Yep. Fair value breakaway gap. So this can be the order block or more likely the propulsion block. This one, from where the rejection or reaction you are seeing. But anyway, let's see. Today we don't have like literally we don't have a New York session, so until I think 12 p.m. market will be open, where you will see the what it calls the London closing or London PM session. That's what you are seeing right now. This can be the IFVG, but only problem is this candle doesn't have a wick. Let's see how the market trades around this area. Like this, it still can be the IFVG. Market will leave this sort of liquidity for later use, but yeah, again, I would have more confident if I could see there was a wick, but there is no wick sitting right below this, like right above this candle. So for that reason, I'm not confident to call that a IFVG. And okay, about my first buy long setup from this right here. Right around this area, okay, like literally all this move that you are seeing right around this area, I had a 5 minutes change in a state of delivery, which is here. Okay, now I have another thing that I utilized over there, which is this fair value gap. Why that fair value? Because broke below, went through, came back, didn't close below one more time. This is literally that No, sorry, there was a 15 minutes fair value that had a fake breakout around that area. I forgot. Where is it? Right here. This one. Market closed below one candle, the very next candle closed at the top. So if it's fake, fake will happen only once. Traded back into the range, went higher again. Now in 1 minute, that specific area is looking like this. So where did I frame the setup was literally when market inverted this fair value and with those volume imbalances. This is where I framed the setup, because another reason on the ES at that specific moment it was doing something like this. Come on, where is it? How bad is this? This area. If it makes any sense to you guys. That's number one. Number two is I was at least looking forward to the 15 minutes bearish fair value retest. Later, if it can go through the fair value, I will use it as IFVG. That's why you saw on my, like the bearish one we had around this area. No, not there, sorry, around this area. So the bearish one around this area, that one was the one I was looking forward to, like see how market is doing. Now I took a loss as well, do not forget that. Okay, like literally I took a loss right before that 7 a.m. move. Where was that 7 a.m.? Right here. Let me draw that 15 minutes on so that you guys can see why I took the loss. There was a 5 minutes change in state during that moment. Okay, so this was the other fair value. Let me actually clear let me clear this chart, just this one, so that you can see what I'm showing over here. This fair value from 5 minutes, it was looking something like this. Okay, and 15 minutes you already saw, it's literally like market was respecting with the body. Again, let me show you from 15 minutes on more time. This one, the long wick candle, and closed way below that. From 5 minutes, it was looking something like this. Market has cleared this buy side liquidity. I will show it how it looks from 1 minute chart, but just keep in mind, like this is for that specific moment. This was my buy side liquidity, and that 15 minutes fair value was what I was looking for. Market inverted this fair value for I was using it this way, like market inverted this one and gave me that change in state of delivery within that range in 1 minute. Like the loss I took, I'm showing you this one. In 1 minute, it's looking something like this. This liquidity grab and the market structure shift valid by fair value gap. At the same time, I had another fair value. Now here is what I did and what I missed. I utilized not just this fair value, I utilized that inversion as well, like this 1 minute inversion as well, which I have in 5 minutes chart too. When market traded that, it came, took this liquidity, like this liquidity, failed to close below or create new fair value gaps. That was the information. My stop loss was just covering this level. Okay, this was the level that covers my 5 minutes change in state candles midpoint as well. At the same time, like the breakaway gap candles high, it's that level. So entry was from this inversion fair value gap level, and when market took this, I still waited because I still didn't get the 15 minutes fair value got broken or something during that specific moment. So I had a breakaway gap as well. That's the first PDRA. I have breakaway gap over here, like from 1 minute chart. I had a breakaway gap right over here. So I was waiting to see if this is the area from where market wants to again reverse or not. And the reason behind that is I have clean sell side liquidities here and more sell side liquidities here, and I'm expecting market to trade at least to that. Oh, I have removed the new week opening gap a few minutes ago. So like the new week opening gap, like I was looking forward to see if market is going for that new week opening gap or not. However, I was wrong for that specific fair value use. Like I thought, since it didn't break from there and market is rejecting, I would love to see it's first reaching for that new week opening gap and then coming for these liquidities. Although the buy long I took, my first partial after closing around this level where my 1 to 2 was, this is where my profit was, like literally the final profit was around this area. The buy long I framed from this. But when market started going higher, broke through this and created multiple fair value gaps, especially, let me remove that, this breakaway gap, in if you can include the volume imbalance as well with it. So the bag will look something like this breakaway gap and this fair value gap, because this is where market has gave you the liquidity grab. Since this is a equal high, I'm not marking this as my market structure shift, like there is no swing high over here. So after making this high, this is where actually market broke the structure, but this is a better high that you can mark as your market structure shift. Why? Because this leg has cleared liquidity from this area as well. Like it has created exact equal lows and then cleared this. So from this low to that high, this is where the 5 minutes breaker was overlapping with your, like the one that I was marking as a order block. What is that? It's a failed order block. So this is that breaker. From 5 minutes chart you will see how it looks, but anyway, like this is that breaker range, this is that fair value and the like breakaway gap and the bullish fair value gap where market traded the same candle, traded back into the 15 minutes inversion, like literally tapped on the top of the fair value, then it started displacing again. This is the fair value I utilized to re-enter or took the entry from, targeting first partial at this fair value gap, because that's the 1 minute's last fair value, right? So not just 1 minute, we have the 5 minutes last fair value as well. So this was where I took my first partial, and the second one I held until my projected terminus. It was somewhat around this area. I forgot exactly what was the level. I think one like 330.50, something like that. So I took maybe a couple of ticks above that just to close the trade. So that was the first not fast, but that was the trade that I took for the buy side after market confirming that inversion fair value from 15 minutes chart. When it inverted it, that is where I framed my next setup. Same area, okay, like the same area. This is how it's looking like. But anyway, I don't really need the same area, because there is this thing also from the 15 minutes. Remember the fair value, it broke with a like the fake breakout happened during this moment. I'll show you how this area looks from the 1 minute chart. This is the 930 order block formation or whatever. The 930 opening price was here, market came, went higher, created relative equal lows like this low with the other low right here, and then closed through this fair value multiple times. Finally it closed below. This is where market again respected that midpoint and then came lower. Now I will show you something. That's 279.25. 279.25. Can you guys see it on the stream? I don't really know. Just let me do one thing. Let me zoom in a little so that you guys can see that. That's where I market executed after the like first candles rejecting from the midpoint. The second candle that came, I market executed right there, because already I was expecting that fair value will form because of that midnight area. So that's the entry I'm still holding, and that's the entry I took the partial and profit from. Right on this candle, that rejection and close, I market executed. So it's literally, this is the level where I took the entry. But yeah, I mean, if you wait for the confirmation, that's even better. Don't worry about this one. Just think this on 9:30 opened, the first presented fair value gap, this is the entry, and your target first, at least you have to take partial at that new week opening gap that I just removed. So let me just draw it one more time so that it can be clear to you guys. This is that new week opening gap. This is what you should be doing, not what I did, or not how I did, because it will be confusing for you guys. Already the entry was from higher, but when the fake one was second time broken and market closed below that, what did they said? Like, when fake can happen only once, not twice. So it was that part. $9.30 first presented fair value gap, take the entry from that fair value. Since the new liquidity at the low before market trading into the fair value is inside the new week opening gap high, or like it has to go below that new week opening gap high to take that liquidity, the next target should be the midpoint. The same candle broke through the thing. So if you have taken partial, now you might be thinking, okay, this is not enough. Look very carefully. Okay, even if you took the entry from the low of the fair value, when I have already talked about the entry, or talked about how yeah, so I actually saw it from my entry point, like the order block point or something. Yeah, I saw it from the order block level. That's why I was about to say like it delivered the 1 to 2 perfectly, but it's not from the low. Actually, I saw it from the level where I was looking at during that moment. Anyway, forget about that. It delivered that 1 to 2, but it happened already. I'm not expecting market to break this straight away, but yeah, I mean 1 to 2. Even this way, I think 1 to 2 aligns, and the same candle that gave profit over here, it also gave over there. But anyway, like I was expecting from here, like I forgot that I saw it from literally that order block level or something, that it was overlapping somewhat around this area, something like this, but not this way. If you're taking from here, then you have to maybe hold until the break of that new week opening gap, which I don't suggest. Oh, actually I forgot, I remember now. What I saw was from the low of this, remember this is what it calls, this is the 9:30 after 9:30 first presented fair value. Now my friend T2, he used, or he introduced me with the fair value, the entry that he always takes, and that has a very high profitability, which is only targeting 25 handle, and I believe that 25 handle was exactly around that midpoint or something from that fair value gap. I was looking something like this, like 25 handle, this. So yeah, I mean, that's why I was talking about that midpoint. Now let's see how it's doing over here. Okay, so if this, nah, it's okay. It's just after a huge fall. No, like 5 minutes has a change in state, but still I'm looking for that level as a random reversal or something. So I'm just looking forward to see how market takes this high, maybe trades back into this last fair value overlapping with the new week opening gap low, or even the mid. Better if it can reject from the low of the new week opening gap. So I'm looking forward to this fair value, and this high. It can even reverse from this unfilled portion, because above this high I have the 15 minutes bearish fair value gap, and the top on it left, that's the breakaway gap from 15 minutes chart. So yeah, like this sideways price action, it looks it's good, like it's good or healthy price action so far, like until this one. Now what I don't want to see is market breaking through this fair value. Even better if it doesn't even reach for that midpoint, because that will be a problematic zone, since we have some buy side liquidity left over there as well from the earlier move, especially these buy side liquidities. And it's only one session. We don't have a New York session in, even though there was some volatility, but I'm not seeing this as a New York session. It's literally a whole day bank holiday. So whatever you're seeing on the market, it's solely, or it's only the London closing hour. The next trade is approaching. Please take a look at the chart. Can we take entry together now? I'm waiting. Even if I'm looking for a setup, I would love to see how market is revisiting this specific portion of the fair value. This is the unfilled part of the fair value. Unfilled. I don't really have it, so I'll put it as the OZ. About the 5 minutes change in state, like there was a small 5 minutes change in state, but since this is literally from a random area, there is nothing over here. If there was even a fair value gap that market traded and gave me this change in state, I would utilize this for the retracement entry. So until this fair value gap as a retracement entry. And again, this is how the change in state will look like. Okay, I'm seeing it on the other chart, so don't worry about, like I saw it on the other chart as well. Like I'm keeping my eyes on that until it gives me a 15 minutes change in state and a new bullish fair value gap. I'm not willing to go for buy long, especially until it can break this new week opening gap, because it is now trading below that from 15 minutes, from 5 minutes, 1 minute, any time frame. It has closed way below that, and it has generated more liquidities on the sell side. So all I'm waiting for is to see how market trades above this level, where I have a 15 minutes bearish fair value gap. Now it's a huge fair value gap. Again, market can trade until the 25%. Let's see what it overlaps with. It's literally overlapping with this on the new week opening gap CE, and my stop loss is around this area, 243.75. 43, yeah, just little above that area. So let me show you what I'm seeing on the other chart or monitor. That's the 20. How come? Am I drawing it wrong? Oh yes, that's why. That's why. What is the midpoint? 234.75. No, it should be the exact 25%. How is it changed over there as well? Two, 3, 4.75, right? This is the closing, this is the opening. So 234 point, just a second guys, I draw it wrong. So on this chart, not the other one have it, that's why it was not aligning or overlapping. So whatever it is, 234.75. yeah, so if it wants to go there, it can, but yeah, like let's see how market treats this. All I don't want to see is from a 15 minutes charts is going through that new week opening gap for lower continuation. That's the one I don't want to see. So far this is the 1 minute unfilled area that it is trading, at the same time the 15 minutes bearish fair value gap. So the new week opening gap midpoint is where market can go maximum. That's the max I want to see. This one. Even better, Market is trading to the new week opening gap midpoint, but failing to close above this 1 minute breakaway gaps midpoint. That will be even better for again the lower continuation. Thank you. Bhai. How much you care about weekly and daily profile versus ERL, IRL, technicals, current liquidities? I care about daily, weekly and daily profiles versus ERL, IRL, technical and current. I care the most about the daily profile than anything else. Okay, and about the technicals, what other technicals you want to know or see from the market? Like literally, for your question for me to answer your question, I need to know, like, by technicals, what you are putting over there. What is the technical that you want to know? Because what I'm expecting, like, not expecting, since the think this way, okay, market is crazy bullish overall for last week or last couple of days. So weekly profile is looking something like this. I'm not seeing it as a anyway, like, I'm not bearish on the market by any mean. But here is the thing, okay, on the daily, the previous day high was taken, all-time high, like this was the new all-time high that market took, created a new all-time high and failed to close above that. This is enough that is suggesting me it should go for the sell side delivery, or until this sell side is taken. Okay, this is the sell side. There is no reason to be bullish on the market. Like literally, I'm not seeing any reason to be bullish and see for the continuation, because it has already created, like, why this sell side? First of all, I don't know if it is the candle runs theory or not, because when I started doing it this way, there was no candle runs theory videos on YouTube. Okay, it came recently, like literally maybe look a year ago when I did my very first stream, more than a year now. That is where market has started, like that is where I explained how the previous day high and low can be can give you a bias for the day. So this was the buy side that market took, it failed to close above. That is good enough for me to look for a sell side delivery on the next day. However, what else is suggesting me that market can come for that sell side liquidity? After the liquidity grab market structure shift, or even the all-time high was taken, it has created 3 fair value gaps. So to continue, it will fill up at least this fair value, if not the second one, if not this one. I'm looking forward to see how if market can come for this fair value or not. But it has already, like, it's giving me an indication that it should take the sell side. At the same time, the market has now too much inefficiency. It should rebalance the imbalance. Maybe this one, maybe the other one, but it should rebalance the imbalance. So I'm getting that part as well with the price action. So this is good enough for my technical analysis. I don't need it. If it can come below that level today, I'm happy. If not, again, what I'm seeing, high is taken. All I don't want to see is market is closing above this high by the end of today. It can close at the level or a little below that level. Whatever it is, I'm seeing market is again taking the highs and failing to close above. So that will be more than enough for me to look for sell side delivery tomorrow as well. All I'm willing to see that it is trading or rebalancing a imbalance. Until that is happening, I'm not going for any bullish movement on more time. But thing is, this fair value might not get traded. Why? Because I have fair value gap above that one, not just because of this typical support resistance. Okay, like this area, specifically this area, this is where it's overlapping with the daily support resistance level. If you see, this is how it looks, the support resistance. Okay, there was resistance before, market has broke that resistance. Not even because of that, the other reason is, if it comes for this fair value, let me put the visibility. Okay, I have the visibility on for the weekly. What happens on the weekly chart? there is no weekly bullish fair value forming. So because of that reason, I'm not expecting market to come until this far before in this week, like at least in this week. If it can come next week, good. If not, no problem. But whatever it is, because of this, like if it comes inside of this fair value, there will be no weekly bullish fair value gaps. Okay, so the other entry I got stopped out, and in like nearly $300 more profit than what I had over there. So market has reached above the new week opening gap high with the week. Now it's showing a possible reaction or rejection. Let's see if it's willing to go higher. I would love to see that 15 minutes bullish fair value is forming. At the same time, it's closing above the new week opening gap from the 15 minutes chart, like this one. Okay, so about your technical, I'm not hey Jimmy, good morning. So I'm not willing to look for any buy longs until 15 minute can create a bullish fair value and break above this new week opening gap, especially when it will be creating the bullish fair value gap and closing above this new week opening gap. I would love to see it's at least closing or staying above that midpoint of the bearish fair value gap. And this time I will not target the all-time high. If it goes higher, this fair value gaps low will be my target, because this can be the area from where market can again continue lower. What is that price line? 271.75. Let's see until it's breaking above, nothing to do in the market. And no, until there is a bullish fair value from higher time frame. It has fallen good enough, like the move was good enough or big enough. At the same time, it didn't trade into any higher time frame point of interest, especially this one. There is no fair value gap that it traded, if I'm not making any mistake. Yeah, so like literally on this leg, I'm not seeing any fair value gap. And it has literally created more liquidities over there. So I would rather look for a sell short again below that new week opening gap than looking for a buy long. Damn it, I had to put it just a little bit maybe. Oh, it just stopped me tick by tick before that delivery. Just stopped me tick. Okay, this is what I missed actually. This is what I missed. This is not the first fair value of that leg. This was the second fair value. And this was the first fair value of the breakaway gap. Shit, if I saw that, my stop loss could have been at the candle's high, like literally here. I put it here because I thought this was the breakaway gap. I look for answers, okay, where it should not go and why, and where it should go and why. It's that part. So this is the sell side, not this one. This is the sell side. I'm looking forward to that sell side delivery. Yeah, man, that was literally unfortunate. I didn't see there is that a small fair value gap. Maybe I was too zoomed in or something, but it is what it is. Now it's falling from that fair value and left it literally as a breakaway gap. Didn't even trade the midpoint of that fair value. And this was the second fair value. I just covered the high of that and it stopped me by maybe 1 tick or 2 tick. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll find more setups. Especially how long? 48 seconds. 48 seconds. Let me again clear the chart a little. Okay, this fair value and that I don't even want to keep it over here because of too many levels or lines. The lower one I have removed. Yep. Now let me go to the 5 minutes chart. This can be my 5 minutes inversion. and this is the 5 minutes CIST from a valid area for a valid reason. 15 minutes bearish fair value, 5 minutes bearish fair value, at the same time new week opening gap. So all I'm willing to see is, if even if it doesn't invert this fair value, I will see like if market can trade back into that change in state level to take an entry from this fair value gap. So it will be like this and a stop loss, one single fair value, right? Any other? Maybe here. I'm not even covering that high one more time, and targeting again this sell side, but taking partial below that low. It's that one. Did it trade at the low of the 5 minutes candle yet? Not yet. So it has to trade back up at least this level before it can continue lower. If it continues like this, I will wait until it can again come back for that change in state level. I'll put it on the side so that it doesn't block the view. Why? What the hell is happening with my internet? Yeah, because the reason behind that is uh, it's you are an intraday trader, right? You are trading the same day and for the same, like the same day's liquidity level. You are not targeting as a swing trader or anything. So when you are looking for the same day and same I don't know, like for example, like when you are aiming for the buy side, or even let's say you took a sell short, where are you holding, or where are you looking for to take the profit? Maybe below some relative equal lows like this, or relative equal lows like this. Not, you are not holding for that level or even level lower. If you are holding like that way, then maybe you are a swing trader or you are a short term trader, maybe something like that. But why my chart is not loading on the other side? Just a second, guys, it's not loading at all. It's not loading at all. Ah, bloody hell. I wanted to take that entry after revisiting that area. Like literally, I'm expecting it to again come back at that change in state level and then fall. Oh, damn it. My chart is not loading. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I'm more of a like I prefer the daily levels, simple. My silver bullet strategy that I set for myself, that was also the exact same thing. If that day's Asia high or low is taken, I'm targeting the opposite side of the liquidity, taking partial at 1 to 2. That was just a sec. I don't know if it's the what it calls, the mobile network or something that is blocking from connecting. Serious? There is a blackout on top step. Literally blackout. Nothing came up yet. Okay, finally I got it. But the problem is this bloody thing might have okay, it has removed all the levels that I was anticipating. Where even is these levels? Like literally the hell is happening over here? This is ES. Why ES has loaded on my chart? Why this is ES? It should not be ES, of course. That was the 5 minutes change in state level, like the low of the order block. And this can be the level from where market can continue lower as well. No problem with that part. Like if I'm right about my change in state and stuff, that is the entry. What is it? We are investigating issue with the platform. Oh, I controlled myself. This was my entry, man. I couldn't take the entry. That investigation. You do it like whatever. I don't give a damn about the investigation that you are doing or something. But issue is it's not giving me anything that I'm looking forward to. Like my levels are missing. I cannot find the MNQ that I have made as my unbelievable. It's still not loading the chart. I know you are like they're giving me a indicator, like a message like we are investigating an issue with the top step platform, but your issue sucks. Your issue sucks a lot. See that change in state level? Let's see like how where the 1 to 2 is regarding that change in state. Okay, this is at the 1 to 2 below, right below that low, or right at that low, and I'm looking forward to this sell side. Let's see. They're saying we are, what the hell? I'm glad I actually tried to reload my chart because I had a pending take partial or take profit level order, like what it calls sell buy limit order sitting at this level in case market comes over there and then goes higher or continues lower for the next fair value gap or something. Although I'm not expecting market to go for that other fair value that I marked from the daily chart, like this one. But this is where I had a pending order set as my take partial, but anyway. I'm gonna... They messed up all my drawing, man. Literally whatever I draw so far, they have messed it up.
Order filled.
Well, I failed. Order filled. What order? And why it's even saying order field? Because that was supposed to be disabled. I'm looking for that's the exact stop loss I have on the order or on the entry that I have taken. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what market has to offer, but I'm unable to see my other charts. How the 5 minutes looking, how the 15 minutes looking, I have no bloody idea. 15 minutes. Okay, not bad. 5 minutes. So far so good. So far so good. So let's see. I got the entry at 221. 221.1. 0 0. That's exactly where I got the entry, so I'll just put it like that way so that I can see how I took only 5 MNQ, not more than that, because I have already got good enough profit, so I don't really need to be greedy anymore. Is the stream delayed or it's because of your internet? I think it's because of the internet. If it violates the mean threshold from the 5-minute chart, I will close the entry. So far it's trading the mean threshold, but if it violates, I will close the entry from my okay, we have updated system access has been restored. Okay, until that candle, isn't it the body? Yep, that is the body. So let's see, very close to the stop loss for me as well, but until that is broken, I'm willing to see, especially I still have too long, like literally more than 3 minutes to go, so nothing to worry about the 5 minutes mean threshold yet. Not yet that level. Let me put it here so that I can use my 1-minute chart a little bit more. Let's see, rejected from the top. Let's see if it's rejecting from the midpoint or not, the new week, or if it's willing to go higher. So far it has cleared today's low, the Asia session, and it has, I think, cleared yesterday's PM session low as well. PM. Yeah, so it has cleared Friday's PM session low, even the lunch hour or something. Oh, actually it has cleared the yesterday's AM session low as well, not just the PM session. Session based liquidity not cleared, it just by a tick. So yeah, I mean, if it hits the stop loss, let it be, but I will still looking forward to the delivery from 15 minutes chart. If it can break through this area and create fair value gap, that is when I will be looking for buy long, not before that. But before that happens, I will take what's happening. Okay, so that's done with my entry as well. It's just a $150 give back to the market. But again, I'm willing to see how the market is breaking this new week opening gap from 15 minutes chart. If it's not breaking that new week opening gap, what is the stream is delaying 5 minutes? Seriously? It's not possible how it's delaying 5 minutes, because it's one of the lowest. How can I see it? Manage stream. I think it's because of the internet connection. It's not because, and if it's like this way again, I will be so unhappy to see that. Literally this high stopped me by a tick, this high is stopping my by a tick again. I'll be so unhappy to see if market goes lower like this. Better if it can continue higher and take that high one more time. So I will have no regret that I didn't cover the third candle's high or the high of the order block, something like that. So I would love to see where market is trading. 5 minutes candle, this is all the 5 minutes mean threshold. Okay, so mean threshold is still in place or in work or whatever it is. I don't know, you guys decide. And literally this is the high, that is the 5 minute order block high. So wherever this candle will close, that will be the exact mean threshold, like that will be the mean threshold respect or violate, whatever it is, you will see by this candle's closing, whatever this candle, wherever it is closing. I'm so mad to see that it just stopped me again by a couple of ticks, because at least it now by this time it is already below my it could have been already below my entry point. Let's see, like wherever it is. I'm just going. What the? Just a second, guys. Yeah. Anyway, I just got a call to let me know that my chart is delayed or something. So anyway, that was a very unfortunate moment. Like market just stopped me again by a couple of ticks and then came below the average entry point, or like my entry point. So let's see how it does. All I don't want to see is it's closing above this mean threshold or going above this green candle's high one more time. Is some issue going on? Why you aren't having live broadcast? I don't know why. It might be the internet connection, man. It might be the internet connection. Because it sucks. My internet sucks. By the way, I'm willing to see how market closes below this or even below that candle. If it can close or not. From 15 minutes, from 5 minutes, high rejection, mid rejection. Now if it can close below that, I would love to see how the low rejection is happening. And this is why I was not willing to come live today, because I know, like, especially it's a bank holiday, so there will be very less volatility. Maybe within 10-20 minutes the volatility will be gone. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. Okay, like I don't even trade or look into the chart during New York AM session on a bank holiday, but whatever it is, let's see where market closes. That entry, that was a unfortunate moment for me. Again, 1 to 2 was literally at this level, so I will put a partial level so that you guys can see how it delivers. But my stop loss placement, yeah, I mean, I placed it here at this level where market literally stopped me by a tick and then eventually came below that area by pretty good, like within 3 minutes or something. So I would love to see how the low is rejecting the price after again closing below that low by from 5 minutes. I would love to see it from 5 minutes, but if it happens from what it calls, if it happens from 1 minute chart, for that I would love to see how it's closing below that up close candle. This is the 5 minutes mean threshold level. Okay, like from 5 minutes chart it didn't yet closed above the mean threshold, so wherever this candle will be closing, that will determine if the mean threshold is broken or if it's still getting respected or not. So this is the like this last 18 seconds will decide that. Waiting for one thing, if that happens I will tell you like what exactly I'm waiting for over here, because it is rejecting from the mean threshold. I would love to see that it's closing below this level and then retesting that level one more time, so that that can be a entry point. Unfortunate, what can I do, guys? I have nothing to say about that entry. It's literally by this much. Even my first entry, it stopped me at this level, okay, like literally at this level, because I thought this is the break area gap and this is the fair value gap, but there was a very small fair value sitting right here. That's why I don't look into the fair value sizes. I look into the fair value position or placement. 9:30 opened here, first fair value formed, market traded, this was the order block. First fair value from this high, that was the second fair value, is still where market is trading and respecting or rejecting from. So it's that part. Anyway, unfortunate again, nothing to say or do about that entry. And 5 minutes, come on. Change in a state, order block is still valid, okay, like until it takes this candle's high, it's still valid. And you know why. Order block high should not be violated. I didn't cover the entire order block high because I like that's already covering the midpoint and the opening price of the third candle that created this fair value gap, so that's the reason I didn't cover it. But unfortunately I like market had some other plans for me, so I had to pay for that other plan. It's that part. Wherever it was. How long for the 5 minutes candle? 3 minutes. Maybe I will not get the opportunity. Do we have a valid bearish breaker in 15 minutes? Valid bearish breaker, I know which one you are talking about. Yes, we have, but like 272 level, that's the one you are talking about. 271.75 or 272, something like that. Yes, that's valid, but yeah, again, that I'm so far like what I'm looking for is from 15 minutes. Let me talk about it a little. If you're talking about this one, yes, it's valid, because by the time market closed or traded below this level, it has already created fair value gap over here. I'm not looking at how many bullish on it disrespected. I'm looking on how many bearish fair value gap it has created. So if you're talking about this level, then like high, low, higher, high, liquidity graph, market structure shift, then yes, this shift was validated by that fair value, because by the time this candle closed, I didn't had, or I didn't like there was no fair value like this one over there. 5 minutes again. Is it going to finish it like this way, like consolidation and then end the day? Can happen, because there is no what it calls, there is no PM New York session, so it can literally do it this way. Anyway, so if you're talking about this one, then yes, we have a valid one. At the same time, first fair value, this is the second fair value. Market has traded at least 25% that I was talking about. It didn't trade the midpoint or the CE yet, rejecting from the 25%. More importantly, it rejected from the high of the new week opening gap. Next candle rejected from the midpoint of the new week opening gap. Next candle so far is rejecting from the low of that new week opening gap. Why I'm saying this way, because look at that, like every time it went a little above the high, little above the midpoint, little above the lower new week opening gap low. So until it's going through that new week opening gap, for example, so far, do you have any bullish fair value gap formed over here? No. So I'm not looking for a buy side delivery yet. The 5 minutes change in state it gave around this area, that one was also happening from literally a random level. Like there is nothing over here in any time frame. The only thing I have is way below that, like the 15 minutes fair value or even hourly one. That one was sitting way below that, literally this. Okay, now I know there was the hourly around this area, but that hourly was fully filled if I'm not wrong, or our market didn't even reach for that hourly. So again, it is trading from a random area. This is the hourly fair value. Just a sec, let me make it a 15 minutes and then change from, because I have changed what it calls, I have some, just a second, visibility 1 hour and make it hourly. Oh yeah, so like that was the hourly fair value that market still didn't trade or didn't reach for. So for that reason, I'm still waiting to see how market can come below this area. I'm not looking for any change in state yet. And the 15 minutes breakaway gap is sitting right at this level. So the only valid area I'm seeing right now is this 15 minutes breakaway gap or the unfilled portion of the hourly fair value gap that market previously traded and went higher from. It didn't even reach for this level. Okay, like if it even reached for this level, I would say it's rejecting, or it created a rejection block over there from where it's rejecting. There is literally no reason for market to reverse or go for that buy side delivery from this area, since there is no New York session today, no actual New York session today. Market can literally finish the day around this, within this new week opening gap area. Market can finish the day around that. So I'm not willing to look for any setup anymore, because again, it's the London closing moment or closing hour. So during this moment, market can easily consolidate. But if it has to go lower, I have already like put it this way. If it's going lower, I would love to see a 5 minutes candle closing below this CISD level or this order block level. Even better if it can close below this fair value gap. Remember, there was a 5 minutes bullish fair value that I'm still waiting to see market inverted it. It's that fair value gap. So if it can invert this fair value, I'm more than happy to maybe utilize that fair value for the sell short for at least this level, if not that sell side delivery. I hope you got my point. Unfortunate again, like I didn't expect, or I was not expecting market to do that, as the mean threshold was literally around that order block, around that new week opening gap low, where my 5 minutes order block mean threshold was. So I was not expecting market to go until literally this, or even when it went for the midpoint, my stop loss was still safe over there. So it was showing the rejection or possible intention to reject from that area within these candles. But later it went higher, stop me tick by tick, just what it did over here. It's the similar thing, like maybe 1 tick or 2 tick here as well, here as well. That's the unfortunate part. Now 5 minutes is still 1 minute 20 seconds. I would love to utilize this level, but for that I first need to see that 5 minutes candle is closing below this level. That's the 5 minutes bullish fair value. I'm waiting to see if market can inverse it or not. It's that part. What's the time right now? 11:14. It's gonna finish like this, I believe. Consolidation. It's gonna finish like this, generate some liquidity, because it's literally, I think, 45 minutes left for the London session to close. So if it cannot expand in a direction right now, there is no reason for looking any trade, or there is no way that it's going for any of the liquidities, this sell side or that buy side, that buy side. If it cannot expand right now, like literally within next 15 minutes candle or 5 minutes candle. That it still didn't close below the order block level. It's still respecting that mean threshold level. It still didn't close below the order block. I would love to see it's closing below the order block so that I can take the entry from there. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm saying. Like if it doesn't expand within the next couple of minutes, there is no reason for market to do the expansion or go for the sell side delivery. Let's see how the 15 minutes is looking. It has created equal highs or relative equal highs over there, clean high over here. Consolidation it is not liking at all. Consolidation it is. Let's see, like what time market closes today, guys. What do you look for 1 hour CSD? If you do 1 hour CSD, I look for 15 minutes fair value gap towards the CSD direction. If it's a bearish change in a state of delivery, then I will look for a 15 minutes bearish fair value. If it's a bullish change in a state of delivery, I will look for a what it calls bullish 15 minutes fair value. So whatever the time frame you are looking for, the immediate next lower time frame is what you are looking to see if there is a fair value available or not. For example, the 5 minutes change in a state that is still like holding the price so far, like the mean threshold level, the order block level where market is currently sitting around or trading around. I had fair value gaps forming when the change in state was confirming. So I'm like, that's the level market is so far trading or so far respecting. Until the mean threshold is broken from 5 minutes or the order block high is taken from the 5 minutes, I'm not I'm still seeing it as a valid area to look for sell short or valid order block level to look for sell short. Let me put this on at the order block high. If I'm not wrong, that is the high, like 241 point something. Yeah, so 240, like I'm keeping it this way so that if it even trades at that level, my change in state candle or order block candle will be invalidated. That's why I'll put it at side so that it doesn't overlap with my price. 1 minute 57 seconds left for the 5 minutes candle close. For the sake of this stream, either take the order block candles high within this candle and the next candle, or close below this CISD level one more time so that I can utilize it. What time the market closes? Let me see if Top Step has sent us any mail or not regarding that. Usually they does, but let's see. Weekly kickoff. I wish they had a area or option where we could see the time it closes. So this candle, after this candle's closing, if it still remains within this range, I will maybe stop it, because I'm not seeing any reason to continue further and miss my sleep again for the night. Because it's been how many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's literally almost by this candle's closing, it will be 5 minutes candle that's trading the mean threshold or respecting the mean threshold, then failing to close below the order block level. There is no point of like waiting and talking about this price action if it continues like this way, because it's about to finish the London session, or London closing hour is over there. They didn't send uh, the closing on yet, like what time the market is closing, or yeah, I mean they didn't send it yet. So I don't think I know exactly what time top step is going to close the market. They usually send earlier, right? Let me check. Team top step, weekly kickoff. Nah, they haven't sent anything like that regarding the closer. It looks until this high can be fake. So again, I would love to see how market is coming below this. Once market closes below this level, it will not go, or it should not go for. I don't want to see another body closing like this or even higher above the mean threshold. So fake can happen only once. It's that part. Five minutes, 1 minute, what it did so far. Sideways price action or consolidation. It has traded the swing highs, or the highs it has created at the new week opening gap high level. All I want to see a candle closing below this or above that. Not need to close above that. It's more like a candle is reaching for at least this level, so that the order block can be invalidated. $15 fair value gap, new week opening gap, everything market is still respecting. So better not to look for a buy long until it can break through that new week opening gap from 15 minutes chart and create the bullish fair value gaps. There is no bullish fair value gap formed yet in any places, so no reason to look for buy longs. From here, that could have been one until this level, or maximum the low of the new week opening gap from here. But anything around this area, when market is failing to close above the new week opening gap, or failing to create any bullish fair value gap from higher time frame, there is no reason. And now what you are seeing is it has created more liquidities on the sell side. So before the market closes, I would love to see how it's literally trading or displacing lower and inverting this only 5 minutes bullish fair value. There is no there was a very smaller on above at the same level, it's not above, so no problem with that. What happened? Why there is a chopper? May not get the entry, but would love to. I would love to. By the way, if I get this entry, a stop loss will not be there. I will put it on like the way I want to put. I'll show you guys. Yeah, chances are high it will not give the entry. now is the time or never. Like literally, if it fails this time, then I'm gonna stop the stream because it is consolidating. I'm expecting a even bigger displacement right now. But I would love to get the entry from that inversion. And a stop loss will be just at this high because market should not go for the mean threshold one more time. Remember what I said, fake can happen only once. That fake happened only once. Closing below order block, if I don't get it over there, I will try to use either this CISD level or this inversion fair value depending on the price action. So CISD is now more obvious since it has expanded, but I will try to utilize any of those levels. And this will be the first partial. Damn it, man, this entry. It gave me a smaller loss over there. It's not a big loss, but anyway, like $100 something. Close below the midpoint of that fair value, that will be even better. Okay. 5 minutes candle closer is still 3 minutes left. Whatever it is, stay below that CISD level after maybe giving the entry. I was willing to take entry from that inversion from 1 minute, but unfortunate. Oh, come on. Should have used the high of this because that's also the order block low. Come on, 15 minutes also need a big expansion. 1 minute, 20 seconds left for the 15 minutes candle closer. Let's see. Same for the 5 minutes as well. So this candle. And I'm gonna mark the 15 minutes. So wherever this candle closes, could be great if it can close below that level. So that can be the 15 minutes order block. If it can. And not sell side of it. OB here. Is it necessary price trades that exact CSD level, or we can take the trade with the average it creates, considering the SSL, SL, OFC? I don't know what OFC stands for, but you will understand why I'm doing this. If this is the order block, it will go lower and create a new fair value like this. If this is the order block, it will be your propulsion block, but I'm still expecting this entry to get filled. I will explain why. If it gets filled, then I will explain. It has already traded the 5 minutes order block low with that candle, but this is the first time it closed below the change in state level or the order block level. So I'm expecting it to go back for the order block retest, and it can go for this fair value as well, but I'm not willing to see it's going for that mean threshold. So my stop loss will be literally, since there is a small volume imbalance, just above that volume imbalance. Come on, that now I'm not gonna get the entry, because if it goes lower like this way and even it can close below this candle's low, it will not give me the entry. Chances are high. So this was the retest of the order block, not this, okay? This. I don't know if you got the point or not. See this from 5 minutes. Mean threshold was respected or getting respected. This was the fake breakout or fake mean threshold revisit. Okay, like close above mean threshold, because this candle just closed above it. Very next candle came closed below, way below the mean threshold. After doing something like this, when market or price closes below the order block level, it will go for the order block. It can go close to the mean threshold, but it should not go for the mean threshold. It's that part, okay? Like mean threshold is rejecting already, or mean threshold rejection happened already. So I'm not expecting market to go for the mean threshold one more time. That's my extreme level, and if it goes there, I have liquidity now over here. So what are the odds that next time it will hold, or after taking that liquidity it will go lower again, since I have more liquidities above? Anyway, like it's less about the liquidity, it's more about the price, how it should work or how it should do it. Now I put it at the order block level, but order block is from this low to that high. It has traded that order block area so far, okay, like this week. And that's why I said, when I saw after trading here it came back into the inversion, at the same time it, like literally the very next candle traded below this, it has now created this as the order block. So far that's how I'm seeing it, okay, because this is where it has traded into a fair value gap, taken that liquidity. This is the inducement liquidity, and if it is the inducement, I'm expecting a bigger displacement now. Like now means within next couple of candles, a bigger displacement. So let's see how it goes. It's that part. It's not about the obvious thing that it must have to trade there, but after the mean threshold rejection and closing below the order block level, it should not go for the mean threshold. So my entry is from the order block or using the order block, but I'm putting the stop loss at that mean threshold level or maximum, since there is a volume imbalance, or like how this fair value gap you should be drawing with that volume imbalance. It's that part. So I don't know, like if you got the idea or not, because it's that way. If I got this entry, let's say this entry was filled, the max I would do is put the stop loss at this high, which is 16 handle. But even better, if I just cover a little, like think this way, this is your breakaway gap including the volume imbalance. This is the gap candles high, I'm putting it there, okay, which covers that mean threshold as well. I would put it at the level of mean threshold, but why I'm not putting is because there is a volume imbalance overlapping that level. So I would love to cover or give market that much room, or so far how it happened. This stop loss was hit by a tick or two. My funded account, the entry I took, the stop loss was literally above this candle high where there was a fair value that I missed. A tick or two. This is the sell side I'm targeting as my profit. However, this is where I had a possible rejection block area where market can reach. Or think this way, 15 minutes fair value retest happened over here, okay, like this high retested the 15 minutes fair value, from where it went for the 15 minutes fair value, from this low. So at least this low has to be taken. I would have a better profit or better area to target only if it didn't stop me like that over there on my funded account, or even the entry I shared or framed from this leg. It's this part. Now let's see like how the market does. I'm expecting, like, I'm waiting to see a fair value gap, bearish fair value to form, or a fair value to form that should remain as a breakaway gap. I'm waiting to see that. It's yet to form. It has cleared liquidity until this low or even this low, but it didn't create any bearish fair value yet. So that entry I'm still looking forward to, but better if it doesn't go for that level again, because now from 5 minutes a candle closed. Yeah, so from 5 minutes literally this is where it inverted the fair value gap. It closed below the fair value gap. Now again, if it's fake, market should continue higher, take all the liquidity. This time it should not wait too long to go above all these fair value gaps and above all these liquidities, because if it's fake can happen only once, and for that what I don't want to see is a 5 minutes candle closing above this one, the midpoint of this inversion. It can close, but if it doesn't close, that's the best case of scenario. Like that is where I'm seeing the indication that market is not willing to go higher anymore. It's that part. Okay, it can close. It's not like it cannot close. It can, but I'm willing to see it doesn't, because that will give me more indication, or that is where it's showing that okay, I'm not willing to go any higher, instead I'm willing to go lower. It's that part. So still 2 minutes 20 seconds left. I would love to see how this 5 minutes candle is finishing the what it calls like closing here, and it has generated now more liquidity at that level. So let's see. Simple thing, 15 minutes fair value retest happened and market is rejecting from that fair value gap. So I would love to see that market is willing to go below at least the low, like the low it has retraced from. So I would love to see that. This is that CISD level revisit. As said, a stop loss should be literally at that mean threshold level, because market should not go for that mean threshold one more time. If it goes there, it will go literally above all these highs, and it can go for that 930 fair value also. And based on this entry, I would love to see where the 1 to 2 also forms, so that I can finish the stream early and I can here. Do I have anything at this level? If not lower. If not lower. This much delay makes us distracted. So the delay, I think it's synchronized with the voice. The voice is not something going earlier and then the delay is happening, something like that. Isn't it that way? Like the delay, okay, the 5 minutes candle closed above the fair value gap. So if this was a fake breakout, then market should literally respect the top and continue higher. And if this was not a fake breakout and this is the fake breakout of the inversion fair value, it should literally continue lower like crazy. Like literally now is the time when you are expecting a breakaway gap to form again, a fair value that will remain unfilled. It's that moment of time right now. 1140, right? So there is, I will wait until the last macro, which is 1150 to 1210. After this I will finish, especially like I will finish when the partial will be hit. I know there is this relative equal loss, but 1 to 2, guys. I don't want to target anything lower than 1 to 2. I'll leave it like this, but I'm targeting until that fair value one more time, especially that level, or even this level can be the level. It should go for this low, okay, nothing else. But anyway, I'm just doing it so that I can finish early. Nothing much. And since there is delay and internet issue, no point of making it any harder for you guys. My internet sucks, bro. It sucks. It SOCKS. It's SOCKS. SOCKS. It sucks. My internet sucks. My internet sucks, brother, sucks. Relative equal low taken. The only concern I have is literally traded exactly this level, then showing this. That's my concern, nothing else. This is a fair value gap. This down close candle was trading over there, so this can act as a 1 minute order block, and it has traded exactly that level, then showing this. So let's see which way market is willing to go. By this fair value, if it could have been a breakaway gap, that's the best part of case, or best case of scenario over here. This one, I'd love to see it as a bag, because nothing over here, okay, no wick, so market can easily go higher again. And this time I don't really want to see that's happening, because it will break this inversion fair value if that happens. 5 seconds left. Stay below that line, please. At the line. At that line, not below. This is the IFBG. If it can close on 1 minute below that. If it hits this one, okay. Let me do it this way. Let me put it back over here and take a partial here at 1 to 2, just 1 to 2. That's what I look for based on my entry and my stop loss. So once it hits the partial, I will bring my stop loss right above this high. It's rejecting from exactly the middle of that 1 minute fair value, which is a good sign. Let me remove this 5 minutes inversion. It's rejecting the midpoint of that as well. So I would love to see that's happening, and just to keep the chart clean. Just to keep the chart clean, man. Intraday profile, bro. Intraday. Tajul. Price action. Mission impossible. Manu. Why, brother? Why? It's every day you have a impossible mission. Why? Why is that? Why this cola berry D, bro? Okay, I'm making it easier for the market because I really don't want to see that's happening. And also this is literally that 1150. So during this, like this level will be the 1150. So if this order block is the level where market is again going to go for that higher run, that macro can send price above all these liquidities, all these, because it's still not trading the 15 minutes fair value CE or the 15 minutes breakaway gap. Today I'm not thinking it should go for these any of these levels, but here where currently market is, no weak candle, liquidity here, liquidity here, liquidity here. These are all liquidities, if in case you are wondering. So let it give me either this $95 or at least my first partial, then the other level. This macro will be the thing that will determine where the day is closing. So if it's going for the liquidity using this macro, it will expand within like literally this way. Let's see how market does over here. By the way, 5 minutes. Inversion. 1 minute delivery. It traded the inversion exact midpoint one more time. So I'm looking forward to see a bigger displacement below these lows, at least below this low, because it's respecting that fair value by the midpoint. So this was the low, it was retracing to that fair value. So at least this low has to be taken one more time. It can happen once, man. It cannot happen multiple times. It's that part. Manu, because price eventually respects the structure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? We have literally taken Friday PM AM sessions low as well, below that low. This was 9 a.m. low, 9:30 or after 9:30 opening, the AM session low was here. So it has cleared that low also in a single move. 9:30 fair value delivered beautifully from that fair value gap. And today there is no New York session, so you should not be expecting a lot right after this leg, especially after 11, because since there is no New York session, there is no lunch hour, there is no PM session, there is no AM session. It's all the London closing at 12 p.m. London should close. I don't know how long the market will be active over there, but I have no idea. Like on bank holiday, what time top step stops or like how far top step actually allows people to trade. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't think there is any reason to look for bigger or very good price action after literally 11, because it's the London closing. All I want to say that market is taking this low because it's respecting this fair value, and this is the low it was coming lower from. If that not the case, mark this one as your inversion fair value. When it will break through that fair value, use it to take a buy long, no more sell short. It was partially filled before, midpoint got respected before, so if it can break this gap, instead of going for that sell side, this is where you are taking your buy long and targeting at least this high, if not that high, at least this high, and maybe until that new week opening gap high. It's that part. So this is that 1150, right? This is that macro. This is that macro. So let's see what liquidity it's targeting using the macro. Is it the buy side or is it the sell side? Price respecting. You are really delayed. Yeah, Brian, I think it's because of the internet. I don't know. Like my stream when I started, the settings was literally ultra low. I don't know why. Save changes. No, let me check. Let me check my YouTube. What time? What time? Don't worry, I have eyes on my chart on the other monitor, so I'll do it in front of you guys. Why it's delayed? So which candle it's showing? Oh my god, that's literally like maybe how long? That candle with volume imbalance. So here 46, it's the 46, and what's the time right now? 53, so nearly 7 minutes. So the more I'm streaming, the delay is going more like it's getting bigger. That low, and this one to two. Live reaction. Just a sec. How come I'm this delayed? Stream health. Bullshit. It's on ultra low. It's literally on ultra low. I have no idea why it's this much delayed. It may be because of my internet connection. I'm not seeing any other reason. It's because of my internet connection. It's set at ultra low, guys. It's at ultra low. I didn't set any delay or anything. So yeah, it's because of my internet connection. Yeah, like let me do another thing. Okay, I have already trailed my stop loss so that if it can stop me earlier, I can finish, or I'll just put it at 1 to 2, like just that level, 1 to 2, so that if it hits any of those levels, I will stop the stream, because it's been a while. Market is around this same area, and look at that accumulation. Manipulation can easily happen higher, then the distribution can happen lower, or better if it can distribute lower first and leave this buy side for tomorrow. That low is taken. Now market can do whatever it wants to do. From this fair value to this low, it can do now whatever it wants to do. So I'm just trailing my stop loss to let market know that I'm willing to get stopped out wherever you want to do that. The price now is 211.94. You were delayed 6 or 7. Yeah, I saw that already. I mean, it's at ultra low latency, but my internet speed maybe is causing the problem. It's not anything that I have done or I can control. So far, yeah, I mean, I know, but I think my voice should overall like align with the price action that you are seeing. So if it's delayed, still I think it will not be a problem unless you are looking at your chart and my chart at the same time. So it's that part. This is that part, my brother. This is that part. Unless you are not looking at my chart and your chart at the same time, there will be no issue. But if you're doing it that way, then yes, it's 7 minutes, approximately 7 minutes delayed. It was couple of minutes at the beginning, then someone said 5 minutes, now it's 6-7 minutes. It's more because of the internet speed. So this fair value gaps job is done when this low was taken and no fair value was formed over here. I'm done with the stream. However, now you can look for a inversion of this fair value. Like if it can go through that fair value and close above, you can use it as the inversion fair value. It's that part. And I'm finishing my day on my funded account with a total of $849.68 profit copied in 2 different accounts. Unfortunate that I gave up on little bit of profit here and little bit of profit here, what I saw from that low, because of how the market played out at that specific level. So yeah, I mean, I will finish right here. Okay, so because it's delayed, there is no way I should continue this. It's 6-7 minute delayed. It was that problematic for me, and I just kept trailing my stop loss so that market can hit either of those levels. But it worked out beautifully, especially after that mean threshold. Then this change in state, that entry, fair value gap left as a breakaway gap, the low it retraced from, it took that liquidity, now it's going higher. Now this is a pure accumulation phase that you can see. All the bodies are staying around the same level. Okay, even this can be the manipulation since it has cleared the liquidity, but I'm not willing to utilize this leg for anything but a sell short. I'm not willing to use it as a buy long opportunity. This unbroken, you can take that entry for this high, the last fair value, or simply these liquidities. Not more than that. Not more than the high of the new week opening gap. Because the way it reversed, okay, or like gave us this move. So far the move you are seeing, high rejection, mid rejection, low rejection. From your 15 minutes chart, if you look at it, it will look like that. So if it's going higher, the only thing I would love to see is it's taking this high. While taking this high, it's giving me bullish fair value gaps, and from the 15 minutes chart, it's closing above this new week opening gap so that it can go for higher run, at least until that last fair value gap from the 15 minutes. This is the 15 minutes breakaway gap, bearish breakaway gap. And it's currently trading around that 15 minutes bearish fair value. So yeah, until the 15 minutes bearish fair value is broken or market is breaking the new week opening gap, no buy long will be valid, and you will be only looking forward to the sell short. It's that part. Yeah guys, I'll finish it here because keep an eye, don't FOMO buy. Okay, today is not the day for buy. Even tomorrow will be the same thing. Tomorrow will not be the day to buy until market can at least reach for this sell side, and even better if it can reach for this 15 minutes breakaway gap, this one. Other than that, I'm not seeing any reason to look for a buy, because this sell side is actually a daily bullish fair value gap, and inside of that daily bullish fair value I had that 15 minutes breakaway gap, or only fair value gap from 15 minutes chart, like this. Okay, this fair value before any other level. I'm not expecting market to come for this daily fair value, because that fair, if it trades there within this week, that will be literally a problematic price action, because there will be no weekly fair value gap forming after that big expansion leg or whatever it is. I just let the market hit my stop loss because it's delayed, it's problematic. At the same time, no point, it's already 4 AM here, and I don't see any reason to continue streaming at this time. I would rather sleep. Okay, whatever I have shared over here, keep this in mind. Order block from 5 minutes from a valid area, change in state again from 5 minutes with fair value gap confirmations from a valid area, mean threshold traded, closed below the order block level. That is where I frame my setup. A stop loss was covering the mean threshold one more time, because if it reaches for the mean threshold one more time, there is no reason for market to respect that mean threshold again, because it has already done that retest or revisit of the mean threshold from this leg, and it has created a breakaway gap from that swing high to this swing low. It has created a breakaway gap and a fair value gap. When market was taking that swing low on this leg, okay, every time I say, I talk about it, like the low it is retracing from, that should be your first target. How it's going for the low, that is where you are looking forward to the next target. For example, when it was retracing back into my change in state or order block level, this was the low. When it took that liquidity, it created fair value gap. From that fair value, it created it retraced into that fair value from this low, so that low should be the first priority. The way it was going lower, you are looking for a fair value gap to form. So far there was no fair value here, so that is where market can go again for that level or the same area. And I'm saying it over and over again that I'm not looking for any buy long setup today, and even tomorrow I'll be doing the same. Yes, if I take buy long, I will do it during the London session, and for if you have the experience, that's different. Like the retracement entry, for example, there was a retracement entry from this area, but again, I don't suggest you to change the side unless you are already, like, you already know what you're doing. It's that part. It has cleared that, revisited, cleared the high. So this accumulation range, as I'm saying, like, I would love to see the manipulation is happening higher. So if it's happening higher, it's now time for market to continue lower. At least take this low one more time, even that low. And 15 minutes structure, this is the low it should be taking. Fair value gaps will tell you the story. No fair value around this, like within this leg, that's a problematic price action. After taking that high, it created a fair value. This is where it's again going for the low, so that low should be taken, even this low should be taken. What time the market closes, I have no idea, because I don't trade on a day where there is a bank holiday. I don't trade the New York session, so I have no idea during New York session what time the market closes, especially the top step market. So I don't know, like, how to make sure that I'm not taking an entry right before the top step market is closing. Forget about that IFBG, it's more about this fair value gap, because this is where market traded by a tick and then coming lower, and that's the 15 minutes order block. Again, this, okay, this level where market revisited, and then like that candles revisit. It's more like generating liquidities on buy side. It's retracing into the daily level. That's what I'm seeing, and I will be like, it will be great to see that market is literally continuing lower until that daily fair value gap, which is this sell side, until this level is traded. Even better if it can trade back into this 15 minutes bullish fair value. This is where I will be bullish again, or I will be looking for buy longs again. This is the area, like this is the hourly fair value gap that has this much unfilled over there, but I would love to see market is reaching for the 15 minutes on as well, because that is also a hourly bullish fair value over there. Like below that sell side, we have this hourly fair value gap, so market can take this low and come until that far, where I have the 15 minutes breakaway gap overlapping, and it has generated one bearish fair value so far from the hourly. And if you look into the chart, this whole price action, I'm seeing the whole thing as a consolidation range, like literally this whole area. So the new projection can be from that level. I'll finish it, okay? Like are we inside and breaker OB, or I am wrong? Inside and breaker OB from what time frame? 1 minute or 5 minute? If you're talking about 1 minute and anything from this leg, then I don't mark it from this area because it doesn't have a higher high over here. But if you're talking anything from this area or this leg, then no, I'm not seeing into that way. I'm seeing it more likely a 15 minutes bearish fair value revisit happened. Let me draw the 15 minutes bearish fair value, this fair value. This is where market revisited, respected the new week opening gap. On the 5 minutes chart, this is where I got my change in state of delivery. That was the 5 minutes order block mean threshold from where market has displaced lower, and it should go for, based on the 15 minutes fair value, it should go for at least this low, the low it has retraced from. It should take that low. If it's respecting the fair value, this low should be your first priority, and this is where you should be, like, no matter what, you should take a partial over there. And based on if 15 minutes is creating new fair value gaps or not, based on that you will look for the rest of the level. Now again, for anything else, for the entire moment of time after making this the inversion fair value gap, okay, it was trading inside of that range. I'm seeing it that way. I'm not seeing it trading into any breaker or any other thing. 5 minutes comparing to 1 minute is a higher time frame, but moreover I use it as my mid time frame. So 15 minutes is my higher time frame, 5 minutes is my mid time frame, or the time frame I aim for the stages, and 1 minute is my entry time frame. Based on the 1 minute price action, I frame my setups. It's that part. It has given that 1 to 2, it is going lower, everything happened, but as I said, I'm willing to thanks for the subscription, I'm willing to finish early. That's why I let the market hit one of those levels. It's that part. So again, remember, okay, why, what is the reason? The daily level is suggesting me that it's failing to close above. It has again taken the buy side. When it traded the buy side, how far it has traded? Pip range, remember, 15 to 20 handles worth of pip range. From here to here, no, I'm actually looking at the wrong level. Let me go for the 15 minutes chart so that I can see it properly. Here, the Asia high, or whatever it is, this is I think the London high. So the London open high of the AM session kill zone, this is how it looks like. Around 17 handles worth of move, 15 to 20 handle above the all-time high, or 5, something like there was my projected terminus, and it traded literally 7 handle or something at that level. Whatever it is, high was here. Intraday profile, this, like, look at this entire price action, okay, like from here to here, that's all your consolidation range. And this is that perfect type of the break, what it calls the breakout traders, where they will look for the first manipulation towards the upside. Market will give the original manipulation towards the downside, then it will again expand, like after reaching to a higher time frame point of interest, it will again go for the buy side delivery. It's that market maker buy model forming again the exact same scenario from Friday. Market traded or created this consolidation range, gave the first false breakout, exactly what you are seeing over here, same scenario. Then market broke lower, created multiple fair value gaps, traded that, continued lower. Fake breakout, broke lower, created multiple fair values, traded the lower one, continuing lower. For what? This sell side is where my daily, like this is the Friday low. At the same time, this is where I have a daily bullish fair value. So once market reaches to this level, from here I will be again looking for buy side. If it can reach today, from tomorrow I'll be looking for buy side delivery again. But if it fails to reach below this sell side liquidity today, then tomorrow again I will be only looking for sell shorts, or sell short will be my high probability setups. It's that part. I don't know if you got the idea or not. Just look at this price action, sideways price action, a fake breakout towards the buy side fast, so that they can trap more buyers, and the exact same thing, okay, towards the buy side first, then the false, then the manipulation. This is the what it calls the first stage that you are seeing. I would love to see how many stages it forms, because when it will go higher, every single up close candle on these swing levels, like from the 15 minutes chart or even from the 5 minutes chart. Let me show it from the 5 minutes so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about. See, like this accumulation range, this was one of those consolidation, one of the stages happening over here. The next stage, it's only one single candle. I can consider this, or when it was going higher, it was creating those stages over there as well. Like first stage of distribution, then came back, traded into those stages or those ranges, again went higher, came back into the stages or ranges. Same thing over here from the 5 minutes chart. See this up close candle, this is where when market will, again after trading these levels, one of these levels, when market will go higher, if it can create more structures like this, every level will act as your distribution block, or accumulation block, A block. Okay, market maker buy model, the up close candles will act as A block, the accumulation block. So every time market will go above these levels, these are the levels that will be your support and resistance, the perfect support and resistance. And look for fair value gaps overlapping with these levels from 5 minutes, from 15 minutes, whatever is visible clearly, the stages, the levels, that is the level you want to see. So that, remember the first entry I was framing, that entry literally had delivered as well. That partial level, that low, it has delivered that as well. So whatever is giving you clear visible levels, only use that one after market trading below that sell side. When you will be looking for buy side of the curve, remember to look for your highest up close candles. If you can do it for like for every swing high it is forming, when it's going for the higher time frame point of interest, when it's falling, retracing on this level, whatever your up close candle is, just mark the whole thing with a box. For example, today's 15 minutes range, I'm talking about this candle, especially this candle. Okay, if consecutive, mark both of them with a box. When market will deliver the buy side, this will be your, like any fair value overlapping with these levels, that will be the highest probability fair value gap, especially if it overlaps the midpoint of it. Okay, it acts like a order block as well, or you can call it breaker block. So whatever the breaker block character is, it will have the same character. Let's say it's continuing lower, by the time it reaches here, it will again retrace and create new up close candles or new swing highs like this. You will mark that one as well. So when market is going higher, the first stage, the last stage, everything you will have in front of you. It's that part. It should take this low. This is the bare minimum level from where market can even retrace. That's how I'm seeing it, because that week, okay, that is the week that traded into a fair value gap and cleared these liquidities. So this week's midpoint, or these candles body below that, this can be acting as a rejection block, but not just by taking this low I'm expecting market to go higher. The bare minimum level is this one. Market will trade until this far, then it can maybe retrace and then again continue lower for the sell side and maybe this breakaway gap. Not before that, nothing before that. Okay, so take partial here, no problem taking partial, take partial, but remember, do not frame any buy long before it can reach that sell side. If you are looking for high probability setups, only look for sell shorts, do not frame buy long. I should not be saying like that way. It's more of your observation or your consideration. For me, I will not be looking for buy long. I should be saying this way. Okay, so it's more of your way of understanding the market. If you have a strategy that's telling you to frame a buy long, you go ahead, but for me, I will not look for a buy long until it can take that sell side liquidity, especially that long wick below that, because that's my daily point of interest or higher time frame point of interest. Fix your mic, my friend. The day is very near. The day is very near. My internet has problem, my microphone has problem, my monitor resolution has problem, my candles has problem, some people has issues with my price levels or readings as well. I really don't know what to say, my brother. I really don't know. I mean, when I trade, I don't have any problem. When I trade, I use whatever resources I have. I have switched from my bigger monitor to the smaller end, looking into just one single time frame so that you guys can see the candles clear. Then I have moved my microphone from one place to another and even removed all the filters, no noise removal, nothing is there. Made the input volume as 100% that I never used. Then I don't know like what to say. I mean, I'm trying my best. Okay, I'm trying my best. I don't know how else I can help, but yeah, I'm trying my best. I was not even willing to come for a stream. Remember, or just think again what I said on my Friday stream, that this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be very busy. Like it will be very hard for me to stream on Tuesday and Wednesday. And even Monday as well. Because even a long ago I have mentioned it on my Discord that I will not be streaming on Monday. But because of the request, I came for the streaming. So now it's already 4:23 a.m. in Australia, and at 9:30 I have to go out, right? Not even 9:30. By 9 a.m. I have to go out. I didn't eat my dinner. I didn't say my prayers also, the last prayer of the day. I'm sitting here fixing things. Bro, hard. Life is hard. It's hard. Don't worry. I'm not looking forward to anything. Just remember, like, how if you are willing to do it properly, then this is the proper thing. Okay, just think about the Friday price action, think about the Monday price action. You will understand what you are looking at. I have said two things that you need to focus, or you may use in your strategy, and backtest, forward test. There is no option or no other way for you to see it on, like, use it without knowing what you are using, without knowing how to use it. The thing is the change in state of delivery and the liquidity that you are targeting, nothing else. Every time market is going below a low, or the low it is retracing from, that should be your target. Now, based on your 15 minutes fair value gap and price action, this was the low it was retracing from. So if it respects that fair value, your target should be that low. It was that simple. Okay, when it is going lower, if it's willing to continue further, it will create new fair value gaps. It will trade back into that fair value, then whatever the low it created, it will go for that low. If it fails to go for that low and breaks the fair value it's creating, for example, let's say when it's coming lower below this level, it created a fair value here, for example. Okay, so let's say this price action, it created a fair value here, took this liquidity, then revisited that from this low, created a low here, it revisited that fair value from this low. If it's respecting this, or you are framing any sell short, your target should be this low, this low. Now you saw market came to the lowest down close candle over here and respected that, started going higher, broke this fair value. You are inversing this fair value to target the high it is coming from. It's that way, or whatever the clean liquidity you can see. On next level of defense, which is above this high, this is the unfilled portion. If it can go through that high, then we have a breakaway gap sitting right here. So if it, your first target should be this side, you take partial there, put your stop loss to break even or little in profit. The next target should be until that fair value, like this level. So it's that way, and it will give you indication if it's doing it or if it's aiming for that or not. How it will give you is, when it will take this high, it will trade the fair value completely and create new bullish fair value around that area. So it will trade it completely, fill it up, come back for the new bullish fair value, and next move will take the high it is coming to retrace the bullish fair value and continue, break that fair value gap. So your next target should be that, this way. I mean, I don't know if you got the idea or not. So again, for example, it created a bearish fair value here, and if it's willing to continue lower, it should take the liquidity, create a new swing low like this liquidity, and if there is any relative equal loss, it should take that, create a new swing low, and this bearish fair value it should respect and continue lower below that low and whatever the next level is. For example, this is the level, but for any reason market didn't do it that way. Instead, what it did is it created that fair value, came until this far, went for the fair value retest, came lower, respected the change, like lowest down close candle, that is the one that can act as your order block, or that can have the change in state of delivery. So what it will do is it will come for that lowest down close candle, respect that, break this fair value. So when it's breaking this fair value, you are using it as your inversion. What you are targeting is the high it's coming lower from. So this is that high, you are targeting this. But how the market will trade over there, that will indicate that if it's just taking this liquidity, rebalancing the rest of the imbalance and again going for the lower run, or if it's going for the higher run for the next level of imbalance, which is when it will take this high, it will trade up until the upper portion of this fair value. Let's say this is that upper portion, okay, like the high of the unfilled area. It will trade there, but when it will trade there, it will create new bullish fair value on this leg. So after trading the high, it will come back for the bullish fair value it created on this leg. Now what is your target? The high it has retraced from, right? So since it's already at the level of the high of this unfilled area, when this liquidity will be taken, how market will take it? Market will go above that level, and since it went above that level, is there anything that should send price lower? I'm not seeing anything. What should send the price lower? Last fair value. Or what can send the price lower? Last fair value. So you are targeting that one. You may take a partial above the high, but this is where you have to close your trade. You are not holding for the all-time high. You are holding for this last fair value. When it will be broken, this is where you will get more opportunities. It's that way. Anyway, I hope you got the idea. And this is the sell side. It will be taken, or it has to be taken. I don't care about any other things, but if market is respecting that, this low should be taken. Yeah, overlapping PDRA, equilibrium, came very close to the equilibrium level. I believe there was the midnight as well that I have removed when I removed all my drawing from the chart, but somewhere around this area there was the midnight level, something like 11, a little higher here. It is respecting or revisiting that here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. PDRA at the level of equilibrium, it came very close to that, so nothing wrong with that leg or nothing wrong with that move. The only thing that will be wrong is after respecting that and creating order block, revisiting order block, everything happened right here. Okay, like this level. I don't know how the order block went higher. So revisiting that area and then falling. This is where I would love to see that no matter what, it's taking this sell side liquidity. And by the way, this is exactly how I wanted to see the market is coming. It has done what it has to do over there, like creating fair value gaps, but this leg I don't really want to see bigger fair value gaps. That is indicating that market is losing the strength to continue lower. So it will continue lower until this for like this way, very small 15 minutes bearish fair value gaps or barely no fair value gaps. So that after trading or taking the liquidity from that level, it can easily go higher. And don't forget about what I said, when your buy side delivery will occur, you will find your highest probability fair value gaps overlapping with these levels. Think this way, okay, why that is the highest probability. ICT has 1.6 or 1.8 million subscribers, something like that. I showed a support resistance guy or trader, he has 2.63 million subscribers. So this is a support resistance zone, or even if you mark that up close candle area as well with that support resistance, this is that zone overlapping with a fair value. Now you have nearly 4 million people or 5 million people utilizing that specific area. It's not because of that, but I'm just giving you a general logic behind that, why it should work or why you can expect that to happen. It's market maker model, accumulation block, distribution block, but if it goes above your head, then think this way, you are utilizing the support resistance area. That's the easiest way to say it. That's the easiest way to say it. I'll finish now, guys. I don't think there is much to talk about, and I'm not sure about what time the market is closing, so doing anything during this moment is a foolish idea to do so. Look at that beautiful price action. How beautiful it is. Nothing over there, nothing. The only thing was right here, and that one was doing nothing at all for the price. It's that bullshit level over here or price action over here. So just let the market do its job today, since it's bank holiday. Come back tomorrow, you will find your setup. Whatever low it is creating with close to that low, if it leaves this way, even better for you to target the sell side liquidity. Okay, so I'm just willing to see market is generating liquidities both on buy side and sell side, so that I can first target the sell side. Once market reaches here, I can again go for the buy side delivery for those highs and these highs. I'll remove everything again from the chart because too many lines, too many levels. And I just want to mark this fair value, this breakaway gap, and the next level of bullish setup that I will be looking for. And my only sell side that I would love to see market is taking. That's it. This is how the chart should look with that new week opening gap. Now I have it drawn on the other chart, so I don't really need to put it, but if you are willing to do so, then draw the new week opening gap and the midpoint as well. Like this. These are the levels you are looking for. Sell side, point of interest, and that buy side. This is my new buy side, and I would love to see market after trading that low, it's going for that buy side. But before I go, I'll just do it on last time to see where and how far it has reached. It will be the same area, so oh yeah, bro. But there is no point of interest. That's the only issue with this one, this projection. Let me check. Oh my god. I was looking at it, but I didn't project it. If I saw this, trust me, I would take that buy long on my funded account, like the retracement entry that I was talking about. I would take that if I saw that. This is that projected terminus, and this is that 5 handle below that projected terminus, from where 5-minute change in state and that 1-minute setup formed, like literally this. Look at that. This 5, like the retracement entry that I was talking about, the change in state, the body level, same scenario. Okay, like same scenario here as well. Body level traded, then went above the high it was retracing from. The same scenario, went above the high it was retracing from, but in this case, since I had the 15 minutes bearish fair value, I would at least target the new week opening gap low. It's that. I should have done it earlier anyway. Nothing to say because it happened already, but this is how it looks. Okay. And the reason I was looking for to that is 39 handle. Is there any big figure close to it within the 50 handle range? Too much. 30 to 50. 30. Oh no, sorry. 30 to 50 should be from the sell side. Until that's 73 handle. So I would rather look forward to that 1 hour fair value. This one. I'll mark this one as well, so that if my 15 minutes, if it's failing to go for the 15 minutes on, at least I can look forward to that level. $35. 21. Damn it, man. If I only projected for once, that buy side was a pretty good buy side. Like literally this delivery had pretty good amount to look forward. Something like around this level, 56 handle. Yeah, I could have targeted that 56 handle worth of move. Literally from that 5 minutes order block or CSD level until that new week opening gap low, which is the retracement entry, 55 handle. The same thing you can see over here as well, that 5-minute CISD level. It has delivered like whatever. I look for at least 1 to 2. It's that part. It delivered the exact 1 to 2. Wherever it is. I think this was the low of the 5 minutes candle, but whatever it is, I know it delivered exactly 1 to 2.06. So I think this low. That's the 1 to 2 like this. From that entry and from this entry as well. The one I missed. What just happened over there? The one I just missed, and in this case I don't even need to cover until this low because that low was even good enough. Shit man, I didn't realize it. This was the literally minimum, like bare minimum target. This was the minimum target, but since this high I was saying, right, when market was going higher I was saying about this high and the new week opening gap low, so maybe target until that far because there is that last fair value overlapping. I didn't had that projection earlier. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Exact 5 pip below that projected terminus, then that move. Three to five handle, 3 to 5. 3 to 5 standard deviation. Sell side liquidity, 3 standard deviation, but yeah, so anything from this hourly fair value gap, I'll be again looking forward to that bullish move. If not the 15 minutes breakaway gap, I'll be again looking forward to that. Yeah, I'll finish now, guys. I don't know why I'm still sitting here, but yeah, I mean, could have got both the buy side and sell side on my funded account if I saw it, but I didn't project it because I was expecting at least market should take this sell side. So I didn't project it. But if I projected it, then I had a valid reason to look for that change in state from here. That part I just missed. From the body to body and high to low, that part. The same if you are willing to, like, why I'm talking about this retracement entry, the exact same scenario. If you want to look here, I'm not, why I'm saying exact same scenario, see this high, I'm not marking that as my high. Same way I'm not marking this as my high. This is the consolidation range. Okay, like all the lows are forming and the equal bodies are forming. There is volume imbalances between those area, or simple, the same scenario you're seeing. Accumulation, first a false move towards the upside or false breakout of the trends, then the actual manipulation, and then the distribution above those highs. The same thing, accumulation, first the false breakout above these ranges, then the manipulation. After trading the higher time frame point of interest, it will give you the distribution again. It's that part, the exact same scenario. And about the projection, I will show you how it played out for the sell side delivery from that all-time high that you are seeing so far. The same thing, consolidation range, the highest body and the lowest body or equal bodies. This was that area, the close proximate, yeah, this was that area, the close proximate or negative 1.5 and 4. I had a projected terminus between that mid area, like 330. It's too zoomed in, that's why it's not looking that good to you, but it's literally this way. 330 was where the project, like the midpoint of this close proximate alignment of that negative 1.5 or 4 standard. Market traded maybe 15 handle or something, 10 handle, then it gave you the sell side delivery. It should at least reach for 5 handle, like 5 to 20 handle, so at least reach for 5 handle. It was that 5 handle you saw over here from 2 days Asia, then London manipulation, then this lower run. It was that exact 5 ticks from where market gave me the 5 minutes change in state of delivery that I could utilize until that bearish fair value, and I let it go because I didn't have that projected terminus marked. It is the exact same scenario, exact same way it is delivering, and I'm expecting the exact same price action on the buy side delivery when it will happen from the daily fair value and the hourly fair value. Anyway, I'll finish, guys. I'm sorry, I'm saying it too many times because it's delayed. I'm waiting for you guys to give me the permission. I appreciate your time. Hey, Shark, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks a lot. Brian, Luna, you are doing good. I'm learning a lot. Thanks, Andres. Brian, 7 minutes later. Again, what I'm saying over and over again is if you are looking at my stream, then the delay should not be an issue to you because my voice and my stream has the same thing. Okay, like when I'm talking about something, the stream is showing the exact same thing, so it's not just the delay on chart and what I'm saying is happening earlier. If it's that way, then that is what problematic, that is what where you will not get what I'm talking about. But if it's showing the same thing when I'm saying one thing, then I believe it should not be a problem, because what I'm showing on my stream, you can see it matching with my voice. It's not delayed that way. Like candle is 7 minutes delayed, but I'm explaining something that it is not appearing on the stream yet. It's not that way, right? So yeah, I mean, it should not be a big issue for you. And yeah, thanks a lot. But Martin C, thank you, brother. Fix your mic, my friend. Okay, I have said it. Concept, it's working better now. Thanks. No worries. And yeah, I mean, it's because of the internet issue. It's showing me that delay. Nothing else. Nothing else. I'm just waiting to see that low is taken. Just that part. And also, I'm waiting to see that you guys are giving me the permission to finish the stream. Just say whenever you hear my voice that I'm asking for the permission to finish the stream, just say okay, finish it now, something like that on the chat, so that I can read it and I can say bye to all of you. I'm just waiting for that part. I am just waiting for that, please. I'm not saying anything for a while now. I don't know by now you guys felt like I have left the stream or not. Seriously, you have to trade back into the farewell one more time because I took a sell shot. Because I took a sell shot. You know what? Let me put it there before I finish. I don't want to be finishing as a stop out trader. I don't know if by now it has stopped me or not. Now what I will do, please everyone, let me know if I'm allowed to finish the stream or not. I'm just waiting for you. Don't worry about this. This is not a this entry I'm not taking on my real account or anything. My real account trade is done. My funded account trade is done. Amazing. Now again fall. Now again fall, but don't fall from here. Fall from here. This level. Let me know, whoever is still here, please let me know. I want to finish. Oh, come on. Why? Why this cola berry demite? Why this cola berry D, bro? This is not the min threshold anymore. It has taken the liquidity of that high. So let this be the min threshold after closing below that opening price. Let me put it this way so that you guys can see it's how I'm doing it or where I'm doing it exactly. Not confirmed yet. Not confirmed yet. It closed at the level, that's why. This was the FVG and there is a very small fair value right there as well. More importantly, that one. So that's why I just covered that inverted. If it goes above this high one more time, I would love to see it's rejecting from this level. It should not, but if it goes, and the cola berry D should happen anytime right now. You guys are still here for any reason? 5 minutes more and then I'm finishing. At exactly 1 p.m. New York time, I'm gonna finish. But I'm not gonna trade on my funded account.